Narcissists will not hesitate to do these things to you in order to cover their tracks. Welcome back to the Narcissist and Karma channel. Thank you for checking this video. Narcissists have an excessive preoccupation with themselves, that they lack the capacity for logical thought and explanation. They don't see the obvious, like their kids and bills, they're just concerned with themselves. So, before I go any further, let me just say that they are sloppy and unclean. A narcissist would never apologize. They won't admit they were wrong until they have no choice. They never really mean it when they apologize. Since they can't or won't take responsibility for their own acts, they always find someone else to blame. Today, we'll talk about 3 ways that narcissists do to avoid facing their own shortcomings. Even if you catch them in the act, they won't be sorry. Instead, they're going to do this, that, and anything else necessary to make things right. When there is no one else to blame, narcissists would rather not have to face the fact that they have shortcomings. They construct a scenario from the past so they won't be reminded of it any longer. Outside of this context, nobody gives a hoot about it. Since the criticism is now aimed squarely at them, narcissists have a hard time taking it. Therefore, if you act as if nothing has happened, they will think that you are on their side. A successful makeup or reconciliation session for a narcissist depends on a few key factors, and one of them is you. For them, the longer the game goes on, the better their chances of winning. Whether the narcissist is a loved one, friend, or romantic interest, it makes no difference. Even if the narcissist realizes they have hurt you, they will do whatever to avoid the humiliation of apologizing. It's possible they're avoiding you because they don't want to confront you with their old grievances. Then they'll come up to you with gifts in hand and act like nothing ever occurred. Their successful plan should make your feelings for them obvious to them. If you act like nothing has happened, your narcissistic ex may try to reconcile with you. Follow their strategy at your own peril. It just leads back to the same destructive pattern. Narcissists deploy the same methods again and over again. The aim here is to convince you that extending a hand once more will be to your benefit. You'll see they've gone back to their old ways after a few months or even weeks. If you continually bring up their past actions, a narcissist will inevitably start thinking about those actions again. To make you feel weak, they could go to great efforts to bring up the past. In order to move on with your life, you need to stop dwelling on your past interactions with the narcissist and start appreciating yourself more. Each of a narcissist's deeds is judged independently of the others. Nonetheless, they refuse to admit wrongdoing or provide an apology. If you are, however, at fault, they will not hesitate to place the blame on you. The more stubborn you are about not taking responsibility for your actions, the harder they will try to convince you that the fault lies solely with you. This open hypocrisy of theirs could no longer go unanswered. Because they fear being confronted about their actions, narcissists give their victims as much slack as they can get away with. It's also possible that the narcissist will act as if they do believe what you're saying, even if they don't believe it. They want you to believe they care about what you have to say, so they will seem to listen attentively. The narcissist may express regret if these and other considerations come into play. On the other hand, this never has and will never hold true for a narcissist. They never meant a word of what they stated. The narcissists think nothing of their behavior since they have no concept of right or wrong. There's no way they're blaming themselves for something they know wasn't their fault. They're now completely without justification and may feel compelled to apologize for everything. They simply say, "Okay, I'm sorry," rather than admitting fault and apologizing for it. As a result, they're always looking for methods to make themselves look reasonable while evading accountability. They are forever coming up with fresh pretexts to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. For them, it's merely an escape. Third, when narcissists are unsuccessful in obtaining their goals, they often resort to seduction. The narcissist doesn't try to resolve the issues with their partner, but instead resorts to abusive language and/or behavior. Using only kind words, they can easily manipulate others' feelings. To win your trust, the narcissist will convince you that they are deserving of your forgiveness. You are nothing more than a chess piece in their game. Intimacy plays a significant role in these predators' attempts to convince their prey that they are remorseful and only want a relationship in which they can have sex with them, and everything would be fine. Just so we're on the same page, don't let this diversionary tactic convince you the matter isn't more serious than it actually is. Given how many falsehoods they've told, is it even possible to trust them? I mean, if they can get away with it once, why not again? They kiss and make up instead of addressing the underlying problem. It's too simple for them to cast broad aspersions on the state of things and propose cosmetic changes. People who are focused solely on themselves struggle to accept responsibility for their acts and see no value in apologizing to others or themselves. The only way to repair a broken relationship is to act as though you're on the same page as your ex. But our goal is to make the narcissists see through their own illusions and into the harsh light of day. We can't risk losing everyone here by giving them another opportunity to hurt us. This will not be tolerated. In conclusion, I want to thank you very much for watching this and giving it some thought. Share your thoughts on this subject in the space provided below. If you want to know as soon as a new video is uploaded, you should subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. All we can say is thank you for listening to us out. Please know how much I value and appreciate it. Thanks.